What is up, everybody? Welcome to a Wednesday edition of The Squeeze. I am your host, Tyler Conium. Sorry for the no video yesterday. I had some technical difficulties, but we did post our picks on Twitter. We ended up going 3-3. I was kind of bummed out when I went to bed last night. I was 3-1 in the bets with the Seattle-St. Louis game to go and the Memphis and Denver game. Lost both of those, so we broke even on the day, 3-3. Ended up down 0.3 units, essentially just the juice. So that's a bit unfortunate, but that kind of is the way that it is. We did win 3, which is good after a rocky Saturday and Sunday where we didn't do so good. So it's nice to get back in the win column. Just off the top, I just want to quickly touch on maybe some changes, I guess you would call them, but what I'm looking forward to in the new year here on The Squeeze. So Telegram, I'm going to stop posting on Telegram. I don't know if anybody's even really followed that very much. It's sort of like a Discord, but more app messaging based, and I wasn't really using it to its potential there. I think it's a great tool, but I just really wasn't using it. There is going to be an audio only version of The Squeeze coming, and it'll be on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and sort of your audio stream. So if you want to get just the audio version, which I think is important and pretty cool when you can't watch the video. Written newsletters, especially with Substack, that's probably done. I have a lot more fun doing the videos. I feel like I can get more information out. I can explain why I'm making the bets a little bit better, and it doesn't take me quite as long. So I'm able to knock these videos out one take, 10 minutes. So I think the written part is done. In regards to the hammer, I'm not quite sure what's going on there. That's on pause, the content there. It's really fun writing for them, but that is on pause. And Sundays, in the new year, I want to start doing a Sunday live show for maybe half an hour, just talking about sports betting, the games for that day, what have you. Hopefully maybe have some people either in the chat or that want to come on camera and just talk about sports on Sundays. I think that would be fun. And lastly, I'd like to get back into doing a little bit of Twitch. I was doing a run there a couple years ago. God, I can't believe it's been a couple years already, but playing all the NBA or basketball games for Super Nintendo back when I was live streaming all of the Raptors 905 games. So I would like to start getting back into doing more of that as well. So all that to come for the new year. Okay, let's get into the bets. I know that's what you're here for. Shut up and get to the bets. We've got 3 bets in the NBA today. The first one I'm going to talk about, this one's going to be a little bit tricky because I placed a bet last night on the LA Lakers and Sacramento Kings at Proline. They had the over at 228.5, and I got that for -112. That line has since skyrocketed, because I don't know why the line was that low. It was at 228.5 at Proline. It is now at 237.5. So I'm going to just give you the numbers and let you decide what you want to do for this game, because it's changed by almost 10 points. So Sacramento is 15-13 to the under this season. The LA Lakers are 13-17. So they've been more of an over. Sorry, they're 17-13 to the over. The Kings are 13-15 to the over. So the Lakers have been more of an over team. But when you look at their last few games, so following a loss, Lakers has gone 5-0 to the over. Following a loss by more than 10 points, the over is 4-0. The over is 4-0 in their last 4 road games. The Lakers are also 1-9 ATS in their last 10 games, so they're not playing very well. They've lost Anthony Davis. But when you look at Sacramento, over is 8-1 in their last 9 home games. Over is 13-2 in their last 15 against a team with a losing record. Over is 5-1 in their last 6 home games with a team with a road winning percentage of less than 40%. So these two teams have been playing over just in general. Over is 4-1 in their last 5 meetings, and the over is 23-11 in their last 35. It does change a little bit if the line is all the way up to 237. I think at 228 it's a no-brainer. You're not going to find that line anymore. I'm not sure how I got it so low. I did post it on my Twitter just to say, hey, make sure you kind of get in on this line while you can. So make of that what you will. They've been playing to the over a lot. 237 is a higher number. Like I said, there's no Anthony Davis. But I still think that game probably goes to the over. I think you're probably looking at a 125-120 game, just the way these two teams play, especially in Sacramento. So make of that what you will. Bet number 2, I like the Orlando Magic, who are at Houston tonight. Actually, I'm really excited about this game. I really like Banchero. I really like Jalen Green and what the Houston Rockets do. So I'm actually really looking forward to this game, despite the fact that they are combined 20-42. But I think Orlando is in good shape to win this game. They're only 3-12 at home. This game is at Houston. But if you look at Orlando's last few games, they've won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They've won 6 of their last 7. They did lose their last time out 2 nights ago to Atlanta by just 1 point, 126-125. But they won 6 straight, including 2 at Boston, as you know, because we bet on Boston both times. And then they beat Toronto back-to-back times as well. So they've been playing really, really well. Whereas when you look at Houston, they're currently on a 3-game losing streak. So Orlando is 8-0 ATS in their last 8. They're 6-0 ATS in their last 6 after scoring 100 points. 7-0 ATS following an ATS win. And they're 8-0 ATS in their last 8 when their opponent has scored 100 points in their previous game. Rockets are 1-5 ATS in their last 6 against a team with a losing record, which isn't all that great. And then when you look at their recent matchups, the Magic are 4-1 ATS in their last 5 in Houston. So when I bet this, it was at -2. It's actually closed. It's actually down to -1 now. So you've sort of got to pick them there at a coin flip at -110. So I still like -2. It's a bucket. Maybe there's some push potential there if it's a game winner, something like that. But I like the Orlando Magic to cover tonight in Houston. You can take them on the money line. You can take them on the spread, whatever you find as a better number. But I do like the Magic. And my last bet of the night, and this might be the last time I bet on this damn team if they don't win tonight, I'm going to take the Toronto Raptors, who are now underdogs. Again, I bet this last night, and they were -105. So, again, essentially a pick 'em that's now at +105. But I'm taking the Toronto Raptors on the road at the New York Knicks. And you might think, Tyler, you must be crazy. The Toronto Raptors have lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight games and have not been playing well whatsoever. I think changes are coming with the Toronto Raptors. I don't really like what they're doing. They seem to have lost all of their mojo. I remember I thought this team could win 50 games this year, and I picked them to go over 47.5, whereas now it looks like we could be in a fire sale situation. We might see Fred VanVleet, my favorite Toronto Raptor, and Gary Trent off the team sooner than later. They're 13-18 after their 6-game slide. New York is 18-13, playing really good basketball. 8-7 at home. Toronto's 3-12 on the road. So you might say, what are you doing? Well, the New York Knicks played last night against Golden State. It was a 132-94 win, so they blew them out pretty bad. I just think, listen, the Raptors are a much better than 13-18 team. I don't know what's going on with them. I don't know why they're playing the way that they are, but they're not going to lose 15 games in a row. That's just not going to happen. Nick Nurse is too good. Pascal Siakam is too good. The players they have are just too good. At some point, this losing streak has to end. Why not try to catch New York on the second half of a back-to-back? They're a 4-game homestand right now, New York is, so maybe they get a little bit comfortable. They've got games against Chicago and Philly coming up. I just like this game as a straight pick 'em. Toronto Raptors on the money line. If they don't win this one, we're just going to start fading the Raptors. But I think this is a really good spot. Toronto always plays really hard in New York, dating back 20 years. So I do think the Toronto Raptors can take this game tonight in New York. So just to run down the card, the Lakers, Sacramento, I like the over, but I got it on a number that you're not going to get unless you're paying crazy juice. So make your decision there. But these teams do play to the over quite often. I like the Orlando Magic on the road against the Houston Rockets, and I like the Toronto Raptors on the road at the New York Knicks. So feel free to drop a comment if you're fading or following. Follow me on Twitter at Tyler Connie. More player props and more picks throughout the day. There's some stuff I like in hockey today. And as always, let's just talk sports.